After months of going back and forth, the rumors and claims and all the misinformation that circulated the web, it seems Megan Thee Stallion has had enough and is officially going after Tory Lanez, who allegedly shot her in July.
Now, it is important that we do say allegedly because as of this recording, Lanez hasn't been convicted of the pending charges. An arraignment is scheduled for Lanez on October 13th as he faces 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded concealed firearm in a vehicle. As of this recording, neither sides have responded for comment and likely won't until things are handled in court.
Still, there is a lot to cover regarding this one, as Tory recently dropped an album claiming innocence and Meg is sticking to her guns. We're gonna tell you all about it right here on IO.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to IO. I'm one of your hosts, Jared Bronstein.
My name is Johnny Rogers, and you're watching the #1 tea-spilling entertainment news show on the internet. If you happen to be new here and you don't want to miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button and hit that like button as well.
We also got a playlist, so click right up here if you guys want to see similar videos, but for now, we gotta get right into this one. So as we previously mentioned to kick things off here, back in July there were reports that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot after the two had an altercation in a car. At first, Meg told officers who rushed to the scene she cut her foot on glass, but would later take to social media explaining she was actually the victim of a shooting. And although she didn't outright name Tory, all fingers pointed in his direction. Then on August 20th, Meg said in an Instagram video, I quote, "Yes, Tory shot me," and urged him to stop lying about the situation.
On the night of the incident, the police were called to the scene after reports of gunfire and Tory was arrested. It was revealed he was in possession of a loaded gun and he was arrested on the spot, but would later be released on bail. Still, he was charged with possession of a firearm, and that's it. Tory stayed quiet regarding the whole situation until September 24th, when he said he'd be breaking his silence regarding the entire thing. It turns out he broke his silence by promoting his album Daystar.
And to no surprise, Tory addressed the situation on his album, claiming innocence and rapping things such as, I quote, "Megan, people trying to frame me for a shooting. Gotta see a couple questions. How the f you get shot in your foot? It don't hit no bones or tendons. How the f is your team trying to pay me in millions?" Probably should have let Johnny do the rapping. He's the one with the SoundCloud, not me, but hey, it seems like a great plug to, great opportunity to plug his SoundCloud, so check it out.
Lanez also rapped on his album, "Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on an affidavit knowing I ain't do it, but I'm coming at my truest." So clearly Tory isn't willing to back down and is still claiming his innocence regarding the situation. However, TMZ did report that Lanez sent Megan a text just hours after the incident claiming he got too drunk and nonetheless should have never happened and I can't change what I did, I just feel horrible. Although he doesn't mention a shooting or a gun, it seems he is admitting to doing something he clearly regrets.
Bring us to today, and it seems the LA County District Attorney's Office knows something we don't. They've charged him with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and are also claiming he inflicted great bodily injury. Meg did need surgery to have bullets removed from her foot, and if Tory is convicted on all the charges, he could be facing up to 22 years and 8 months in prison. As per TMZ, they say sources close to Tory are claiming he's going to say it was an accidental shooting.
In a since deleted Instagram post, Meg said she had her back to the SUV when she was shot in her heel. And this could be somewhat detrimental, as if she didn't see Tory shooting with her own eyes, his defense may be able to somehow spin it in his favor. Still, it seems quite evident he's not going to be let completely off the hook for this one, and he should definitely be held accountable if it turns out he deliberately shot her. I mean, even accidentally, of course, he should be still held accountable, but if he purposely intended on injuring her, well, he deserves to be locked up.
Guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how things turn out with this one, but things are definitely not looking good for Tory.
No.
As previously mentioned, he's being arraigned on October 13th, and it seems he is still claiming his innocence. It's important to note, just because he was charged by the DA doesn't mean he's going to be convicted. That being said, it seems quite evident he did commit the crime, as Meg has named him outright. And
I mean, there's photos and like
there's a video.
There's a video, and when the cops got there, they found a weapon. So it's like, it's really hard for him to get out of this situation. Even I think a lot of radio stations are taking his music off.
I heard about that. Yeah. They're pretty much blackballing him from the industry, pretty much.
But I heard 6ix9ine make this point, and I honestly want to make it again here. If we're gonna do this to Tory Lanez, if we're gonna pull all of his music off for something that he did, they always say try to separate the artist from the art.
Music, yeah.
But if we're straight up not doing that and we're pulling his music for doing this, there's some other people that need to be pulled too. R. Kelly needs to be pulled. Michael Jackson might need to get pulled. I know I'm gonna make a lot of people mad saying that, 6ix9ine might need to get pulled. Like, these people have done really awful things, so we need to decide as a culture, are we going to separate the art from the artists, or are we gonna keep them together as one?
Yeah, I mean, there's also, tons of rappers that are currently in jail. I think Kodak Black's still in jail.
Black, yeah.
I know Bobby Shmurda's still in jail, and I know Shmurda was he was convicted of killing somebody, I think, murder.
That's what I mean. Like,
So it's
why are we
like-
still supporting these people?
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, going off your point, you know, talking about Tekashi, I'm curious to see how things play out. Like, nobody wants to work with Tekashi because he's a snitch. I think it's safe to say if Tory is convicted and is guilty of shooting Meg, it's a lot worse than being a snitch.
It's a lot worse.
Like, so I'm curious if people are gonna stop working with Tory, or if some people are gonna be like, oh no, you know, that's, you know, that shows, you know, how real you are, how true you are. Like,
yeah, I hate that stuff.
you know what I mean? Because
Like,
with Tekashi, everyone's like, no, you're not, you know, you're fake, you're a snitch.
Yeah.
You gotta stick to your, well,
and he's
I
like,
don't want to say
everything
it.
I'm
you know.
rapping about is real. It's like, okay, but you're also rapping about crimes.
So, you know,
So
I don't know.
Don't get mad if you get caught for those crimes.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Again, we gotta just wait and see how things play out.
Yeah.
Glad to see that, you know, Megan has recovered. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah. But let's check out some of your comments. I think we should move on to that, right? Yeah, let's check out some of your comments right now.
So from the video, Will Smith claims he wasn't crying about the entanglement. Cajun Prime said he was probably crying looking back on how far they came and how all it took was an entanglement to share their life and perfect persona.
I mean,
He wasn't crying though, he wasn't dehydrated.
A little dehydrated, early morning shoot. It happens.
Look, I had coffee this morning.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I'm probably getting dehydrated.
Someone called me something mean online. I'm probably just dehydrated. That's why I was reacting that way. Music Crave said, I'm living for the chemistry between Jared and Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're friends, so that's why it works.
Yeah, we get each other. We have fun. We're bros. We're the flow bros, dog.
I look like if Jared didn't eat today. It works.
And I look like I don't know. I look like a shorter version of Johnny.
Yeah, we gotta get you a step stool here.
Whoa. Someone actually said we look like twins too in one of these videos, and I just didn't reply to it. Twiggy Master 666 said if Will had cheated with one of his daughter's friends, he would have been crucified. I 100% agree.
Yep, 100%.
Got nothing else to say except you're right.
As soon as you flip it, that's what happens.
It's a big problem. Even if it wasn't cheating, if they were on a break and Will Smith, when he was like, let's say what, 38, 37, how old was Jada? In her 40s maybe?
Yeah, she's up there.
So like, let's say,
I don't want to be disrespectful. I have no idea.
Let's even say 40. Let's say Will was 40 years old and he was hooking up with Willow's 21-year-old friend. You guys don't think that'd be headline news
and
all
not
over
just
the place?
not just hooking up with. Let's
Like
not forget
dating,
that
like seeing
Jada.
each other.
No, but August was having mental issues. He was a family friend, and Jada like took him under her wing to be like, he's just Will. Don't worry about it. He's going through a thing. I gotta be by his side. You know.
So kind of play it off just like being
She played it off as like she was helping his mental health, and then she was like, whatever. So we slept together. It doesn't matter.
It's like whatever. Yeah.
That would.
Story about that she used to date Tupac and he would write her letters in jail.
She used to date Tupac, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And Will Smith was very intimidated by that, as he should be. As anyone should be if your girlfriend is sending letters to Tupac.
Yeah.
This is not good. You need to have a conversation.
I always think about like, I just can't imagine the guy that ends up like with Eminem's daughter Haley. Like, could you imagine all the songs?
The Brad Pitt one was the craziest one to me. Like everyone, not everyone, but most people in relationships are like, if you could leave me for one celebrity, like who would it be? And this guy was like, you could leave me for Brad Pitt. Like, oh, that's fine, whatever. And then she's actually dating Brad Pitt. Did you hear this?
No.
This chick is in an open relationship. She's in an open relationship and she's seeing Brad Pitt.
Like currently?
Currently. It is the best.
I know that. Did we cover it?
I don't even know if we covered it, but
we got it covered.
We got it covered, so hey. Do we have any more comments? Are we
That's
just
it, we're
closing
done.
this out? Great. Thank you so much for watching today's story, and thank you to the most amazing team behind the scenes for all of their hard work.
I've been one of your hosts, Jared Bronstein.
And I've been Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy.
We'll see you guys soon.
Have it in every video.
The Flow Bros are back, baby.
You loved it so much, we did it again.
Should I say bloopers? It doesn't matter. They'll know.
No, they know.
An arrangement is scheduled for Lane's on October 13th.
An arraignment.
Oh, good call.
I hope they don't get mad at that comment.
Yeah, I think as long as we don't, I will say, put this in the bloopers, I'm the one that scripted this. So if you guys get mad at me, not him. I was just like, I wrote it and then I was like,
the sticking to the guns is all Jared.
I'm like, that is kind of funny, but I was like, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
I comedically approved it.
So, as a comedian, also Che laughed. So I was like, I gotta include it. What would I say, arranged?
Arraigned.
Arraigned. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Let's cut that out, please.
Please cut it all.
No affiliation here, guys.
Okay, Music Crave, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.